Not sure when you'll be watching this video, but Christmas is in like, I don't know, about 15 days. And my family agreed that as far as family gifts, we are basically wasting money when we buy each other stuff. We've got everything essentially that we need, so it's like, let's just stick to like $20, $40 gifts and stuff like that. So I got everybody in my family covered except for my brother. And I was like, I gotta think outside the box if I'm gonna be spending $30. So I spent $30, $27 maybe, but I gotta make it better. And if you don't know me, I enjoy building stuff. How this video didn't go viral, I did a video on it. If I remember, I'll link it below. It's your normal engine hoist cherry picker. And what I've took is like a 2-post lift motor, and I just attached to a drill. And I mounted me a cylinder. It'll pick up a motor about that fast right there. So that is unbelievably handy. So what am I building today? An engine stand. But that's pretty boring, so we've got to make it better. Can y'all see? Yeah, engine stand. This should be a pretty interesting project. Without further ado, it's a trailer winch. And I'm sure at this point you're like, what does a trailer winch have to do with engine stand? Don't remember where I saw it, but I'll throw up a picture of it. Somebody has already done this. And what it is, they make engine stands. Well, if you don't know, my brother runs a machine shop, so he's about my size, not very muscular. So as far as turning over big blocks and V8s and stuff on an engine stand, it's pretty tricky. Even the 4.0 that I deal with a lot, it's all up here. So when it starts falling over, essentially all you've got is like this little handle here. So once it like gets to a point, it just kind of falls. So I seen the picture I just showed you, and they make these stands, I think they're like $400, got like a hand crank. And I seen that picture, I was like, I can do that. So that's the plan. They had like 3 different ones. I opted to get this one because it had a strap, and I figured I could use the strap and on something else down the road. So how do you put this baby together? How do you work this thing here? Hey, it feels good. Wow. I think it's broke. Oh, there we go. Alright, so first off, we don't need You can tell how good of quality it is. It's from Harbor Freight. So that is bolted in there. Let me get a 10 millimeter. Alright, let's get rid of this cable. Oh. There's that. I guess you could have left the cable if you wanted to. I don't really know why you would, but. So now I've got a square block. Oh yeah, okay. So that's that. I guess we should go ahead and install the handle. Roughly. No. It's got a hexagonal, what's the word? Right here, that's hex. So if you wanted to, you could use a drill like I do my engine stand, or engine hoist. But I think the handle's probably gonna be ideal for this application. Whoop. This one had the higher ratio as far as gear reduction. Oh, that's gonna be gravy spinning a motor right there. Holy moly. I wanted it to be able to ratchet both ways, but if I can make that happen, would be pretty cool, but I'm not gonna guarantee it. Did it have to go? I think I can do it. No, because the spring only goes one way. Crap. Well, you'll just have to rotate motors the same way, Justin. Sorry, that's just what you get. So now let's check out what I've got planned. So to even top the story is I want to make it universal. I might chicken out on that because, I mean, if this is easy enough, $27 to bolt onto there, but pretty much every engine stand, I've got another one, is, you know, same concept. That's a different size, that's actually bigger over there, but they're all gonna have a handle that goes through here, they're all gonna have a round part right here, and they're all gonna have a base right here. So my thinking, if you had whatever that slides through here to make sure it's small enough, and then you've got a universal pin that goes through with possibly a washer, drop down and however saddle on this with like a C-clamp. So that way, if you wanted to use this stand and rotate a big motor or vice versa, or you could just leave it on, but that's not set in stone. Like, if it only fits this stand, I think it'll be fine. You know, that'll just be your prime use stand. I don't know if I'm gonna be cutting this up. It is kind of awkward and bulky. Well, no way. You could just cut that right there and then stick that off in there. Oh my gosh, this may be easier than I thought. Well, still gonna have to cut it in half, so that'd be kind of awkward. Let me sit down and see if I can form a game plan. So this has got to come off. Won't be needing that, or shouldn't anyway. So now, let's see. This has got to, that's got to slide off in there. Oh, this may work out good. I'm trying to think if you need this supported right here, or if I cut that in half. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it fit this engine stand. I think I could, but if I cut this off here, I won't have support. So if I cut it off, cut this bracket out where it'll slide over, then this part will go and I can connect right there. But it's gonna need support. So what I'm gonna have to do is possibly bolt it, or build a sleeve, or weld it. It's probably what I'm thinking. I have to do it this way. Nope. If I do it that way, the handle's going to be in the way. I can do it that way. Yeah. I believe that'll work. I mean, what I just said, if this is not that bad of a job, for $30 in a few minutes, you could have basically all of them. So let's cut, let's just do a rough cut. Cut it right there, and let's cut across the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this apart, and then cut this piece off, and then we can slide it in there. Like I said, I just feel like, dang, I hate to weld it because you can't get this back out, but once it's in there, I don't really see a reason you would need to take this out. Welding's gonna be so much easier. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'll put a tag, make sure it works and all that, and then, I mean, you really shouldn't need the ratchet as long as you've got this and you got your hand on it because you got the pin. Let's get this cut, took apart, and see what happens. Alright, I've got it whittled down to its, well, you can see it's that. And I got to dreaming, I can't put a bolt through it because of the bushing that goes in there. It had grease or whatever in there. So pretty much have to weld it or make some kind of a bolt flange, I guess you'd say. I guess you could weld a flange and then put bolts through there. But like I said, as cheap as this is and the way it's going so far, it may be where I just buy them and weld them to all of them. Or at least like 3 or 4 of them. First thing I noticed is this one is too big. And I was like, yeah, it won't fit. That's what I was dreaming. If this works out, I was gonna go get custom adapter sleeves made for each one, but what I just said, so it's not a huge deal, but I need to take that slack up. So if you ever seen me do it with a drive shaft, I use electrical tape, but I got a big gap, so just got some old junky double sticky tape, and I'm just gonna go pretty far, and then we'll finish it up with electrical tape. So like this part, I still gotta do a little trimming right there where my, see right here is my bolt hole. It lines up with there and it'll slide. So I'm probably gonna have to trim a little more of this bottom out and get it all the way as far as I can so it's not bulky. And then I actually cut too much, which is what I meant to do, because now I'm gonna get this part where I need to be, and then I can actually just fill this back in and weld it. Man, this is gonna be so cool. Let's keep moving forward. All right, so I got some double sticky tape. It's not even sticky enough to stick. We'll keep up with our round so it's not lopsided. So that's one round, and we'll stop a little early, and that'll be two. Let's check our fitment. Let's go one more round. We'll start on the opposite side. I wonder if there's something else made for this to take up a gap. So that is essentially a tight fit. Now we'll give it a couple wraps of this. Make it not fall off there. Perfect. So now I'm gonna do the exact same thing right here, and then we'll get the paint off that, get this thing ready for welding, and it's gonna be the shortest video I've ever done, the coolest one. All right, let me wrap that up and then get a grinder. Device is ready for use. I don't know if y'all heard that. My camera just said that. So if you seen me, I was just welding some random stuff up, and then if you've noticed, I've cut it in half, and that's what I was thinking about it. And I was like, I think it'd be better off. This is version 1. I feel like there's gonna be version 2 and version 3, but I got to think, is like when I weld this, it ain't coming back off, which kind of gets used quite often, but I feel like if you had I feel like if you had an engine stand that was like this and you crank it over, you can deal with a bolt. So this is version 1. I feel like after this, then I'll figure out how to do it a lot better. But you see, I've got it taped up, and that's what I cut this off, because like you ain't gonna be using the T-handle no more, so you might as well just go ahead and scoot it all the way forward, and that's self-centered there. So now I'll have to go cut some more of this out. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be right in that little gap right there. Dadgummit. Guess I could cut some of that off there, but. So I'm gonna get that marked and then notched out, and then I'm just gonna put enough tacks that I feel comfortable in case this has to come back off, but I'll feel good about it. But what I was gonna say is this is essentially the last time this will come apart, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some grease on it just to make it that much nicer. Yeah, let's just slide this thing out of here. It's already got a little bit, but like I said, this is the last time that, as far as I know, that it'll see grease. I'm sure this is gonna make a lot of welding ain't gonna like it. The next one I'm dreaming up is, if you didn't know, I run a junkyard, and I have like hub bearings laying everywhere. That's the next one, because the hub will hold itself for the most part, and then the spline will come in the back. So I'm just sitting here and racking my brain what I can do. So, get a little bit of that. See, it's gonna have resting pressure on the bottom. It's gonna have pressure on the top side back here. Give her some spins as it goes in. Oh, that made a lot of difference. Yeah, now let me clean that grease off back here, because the welder's not going to like that. Probably cook it off. That's that. We can reinstall this part. And while I got gloves on, I'm going to go ahead and clean the bushing off. Well, I don't know if we'll technically need it now, but I'm here, so. Clean it off for the most part. Wait. If I weld this, I can't put... Yeah, technically I could. We'll just do it that way. I was thinking I may weld a stud facing backwards, where I can stick this up on there and bolt it, but I can still get a socket in there and then tighten it down. So we should be good with that. And get this set up and get that notched, and we'll... It's pretty daggum close. I swear I've been on this with no camera. Crap. With no camera, I feel like I'm about 10 minutes into this project, so probably gonna happen again. Alright, I believe we were so close, and this is so crazy. I swear, I was expecting all day, and I'm just a few minutes into this. So I got everything cleaned up. Like I said, I cut this too much. I just wasn't thinking, but everything else seems pretty good. It's going to be not a great weld, so that's going to slide on there. I get that bolt tightened up, make sure it's happy. Let's see, that's still, yeah, that's still going to work. I ain't going to catch them bolts. So let's see, let me go get a washer, get that bolt tightened up, and then we'll put a few tacks on it. Alright, I'm trying to think. I guess you just get this close to being tight, because otherwise it's going to bottom out on that. Like I said, I need a double-ended stud. Oh, it's like, what happened? Come on. The gear ain't fell into place yet. Make sure that's, yeah, there we go. 3 hands. That's so cool. So, I believe that's pretty tight. Now we just got to get it pushed up there to make sure it doesn't try to walk out. It should be lined up. Yeah, I got to center that up. All right, let's get the welder and tack this baby up. All right, let's see. We'll make sure that's centered. I don't know if this is going to be grounded or not. No. Let's see. Probably connected on this thing. Just give her a tack. One tack. Let me see if she'll spin around. Oh, look at it go. This is gonna be so cool. It probably does need to be slower from what I just seen, but I think it's gonna be all right. Believe it's straight. Let's see, we'll push it just a wee bit forward. Well, probably needs to be this way. Just like it right there. Give this a tack. Well, I ain't no grounds. I don't think I can reach that one. No. Maybe a tack right here. I feel like I got a hard spot. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, I'm so curious now. Let's see, that's that. That's pretty fast, but I'm sitting here thinking maybe the simple is just extending this handle and then just make it where it just sticks on there. But worst case, you've got full control of it. So if you can see right along in there, I've got a huge gap. So I'm gonna get all this welded and then let it be cooling, and we'll go find a motor. And that's gonna be so nice. I'm sitting here dreaming. So if the motor was heavy over here, you're winching it up. When you get a stroke in, it can't fall back down. But when you get here and the heavy part wants to fall over, when you start, it could run away with you. So I'm just sitting here trying to think what could be done. I think I need to figure out how to make a thing to catch it to go the other way. But it might just work the way it is. Let's weld it. Man, I feel like I started about 2 o'clock on this thing, and I ate lunch, and this is gonna get done again for sure. And like I said, I'll improve every time. The only thing I noticed, if you can look in that hole, the drum, whatever you call it, went all the way forward. So now if you go to put a pin in there, it hits and has to go a little sideways. Not a big deal, but oh, I apologize. I think I missed a lot of time lapse, so I hate GoPros. Sorry about that. But like I said, I feel like it's pretty fast ratio, but I can either extend that handle or do nothing. I think it'll be fine. Just feel like that's easier than picking up a motor. But if you know me and follow me good enough, every time I do a YouTube video, I need a motor. Well, there's some motors out there, but you can tell it's not a good time to go get a motor. Alright, I've acquired an engine, motor, whatever fits your need there. Ironically, the funny part, hey, here's my cherry picker I was telling you about. See, it's got an engine on it now? So easy. So easy. Ironically, this is Justin's motor. It's going in a Jeep that he doesn't own yet. Well, that's gone. But anyways, it's going in a Jeep of his that he doesn't have yet. and it's an experiment, but it's already full of oil. I don't know, I guess he didn't trust me to put oil in it since it's brand new. So I've got it capped off. Let's see. I got a pin right up there. Man, you can like move it around. It's kind of cool. I mean, it is easier like to take this plate off and like stick it up to the motor, but if this thing actually works, it's gonna be so nice. Yeah, we can make that happen. Yep. And that's what sucks is we work on 4.0s, and I know V8s are more balanced, I guess is the word for it. You know, they're kind of like, but anyways, maybe this won't kill me. They got a lot of top heavy weight, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, I'm going to drop the pin in just to be safe. If my welds break, it shouldn't matter. Oh yeah. So it supports itself now. Let's see what it feels like. Oh, it definitely is heavy. You know what? I'm gonna go eat lunch and then test this thing out before I get hurt. Actually, I'm gonna get my breath. You know, more I thought about it, it's December 10th, and I really want this video to come out. So I'm still gonna surprise my brother with it, but I want him to be here on the first test. That would make sense. We're not kids anymore, we can do that. Actually, I can just not give it to him till Christmas. And just tell him what it is and be like, this is your Christmas, but you gotta wait. I figured it out. I'm gonna go eat. No, not yet. Justin's outside. I couldn't find nothing to cover it up with, so I found this piece of cardboard where I bought my TV the other day. Alright, you're good. He truly has no idea what it is. Absolute no clue.
This costed you... Wow!
I did it! I seen a video or a picture of it somewhere. I was like, that's so easy. I swear, if I wasn't doing the camera, no offense to y'all, I think I could probably do that in about 15 minutes.
Like the whole thing?
Yes. It was literally, I just cut one side of it off, cut this, slid it in, welded it, and then welded that, and yeah. I haven't tried it.
Where did you see this at?
I don't know, there's a picture on the internet. I was like, how is that not viral? I don't think it's going to be the dream come true like you would expect, but I think...
You haven't tried this yet?
No. I was going to do it earlier. I was like, if I get hurt, I'm here by myself. So I'm afraid when you start, it's going to try to run away with you.
Yeah. Huh.
I'll do it. I don't...
Does it,
It ratchets.
I'm trying to think, it ratchets
but like way. When it goes this way, it's going to like free fall. Oh, let's get the camera with a good angle. But when you, I think on the comeback up stroke,
yeah, I think it's going to free fall because it's going to click.
Yeah. So that's out of the way. Alright. But I got to thinking, all you gotta do is make this handle longer.
Oh yeah.
And we'll go that way. Nope. Well, just be ready. That's why I said the V8s will be a dream come true because they're balanced. And this is your motor and it's full of oil.
Oh.
I mean, so far I ain't putting basically any effort into it.
So what happens if you want to lock it?
You still just gotta use the pins.
No. Put it in there.
Oh.
See? It locks.
So which way am I going? Oh yeah, it's pretty tough. Yeah, we gotta need a longer handle.
Slow down.
So let go.
Let go?
Yeah.
All right, now stop.
The only thing, you still have to pin it.
It ain't catching on this side, right?
Like,
It's full of oil, you said.
yeah, I plugged it off.
Oh,
I just want to make a full revolution. This part's not bad. You better go. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a longer handle. Whoa. $27, what did you expect? So yeah, we may make the longer handle, or I want to try it on a V8 where it's like centered. I think it'd work better, wouldn't you?
well, not only that, like
All the way-
you can get this more.
Really?
Yeah, like where you've got it, it's up high. You can get it a little bit more balanced. 4.0s, they're not very balanced, I guess you'd say.
So I said, if a V8 was just sitting here, I don't think this would be bad at all. So
That's definitely fast.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, I had no idea. You've been telling me this whole time. I knew it had something to do with
I was going to take a video, and then when we go do her Christmas, I was going to let him watch a video. But like I said, it's December 10th, 9th, and I didn't feel like waiting that long to post this video because that's pretty neat. So what I was going to ask you, I'm out of breath trying to do it. If there's anything else, I went ahead and welded the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's my chair or engine hoist, but at this point, it really don't matter.
No, they just get shuffled around.
I think just make a longer handle or just deal with it.
I think. So if I want to go this way,
That's a little confusing. Just this, you probably don't even really need that. It's just got resistance. Like down's not a problem at all.
right?
Put your hand on it. Are you doing it or no?
Oh, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs a longer handle on it.
Yeah, just need a longer handle. I interrupt this video to bring you the winning thing. After the camera was turned off and all that stuff, Justin's like, you know, the more you think about it, why don't you do 2 handles? So now I was sitting here struggling with leverage. And again, it's not super easy. So this way. And I don't have the little spinning handle. So what is this? But I've got $27 and a little bit of change. And a little bit of time. So that's pretty cool. Back to the video. Hope you enjoy. See, I wanted one of those little spinny handles, but this will get the job done. It's got some sticky on it from the sticker.
That's cool.
Yep. All right. I think it's got it wrapped up. I don't really know what else I could show you. I don't really want to bolt a V8 just to show you. So until next time, I have no idea what I'll build, but
He's gonna build a Jeep to put this motor in.
yeah, that's for the other channel, Jeep stuff. But anyways, appreciate you watching. Tell them bye, kitty. She don't say much. Have a good day.